Good morning. Listen, I really hope that you guys are doing great. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, welcome to my channel. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me. I really do appreciate it. And today, I really wanted to come in to share with you a smile, of course, right? Definitely want to share a smile with you. But this video is inspired by you guys, really. This video came from one of my newly subscribers, and we're all new here. We're doing this together. This is a new journey for me as well too. And this particular video was from one of the comments, and I really appreciate the comments. I'm trying my very best to get back to every comment and just to engage with you guys. It feels good. It feels good that it's reaching you guys the way how I would like for it to be reached. And it warms my heart, and I feel so good to know that it's helping you, because that's my intention. It's just to reach out and just to give what I have. And I remember times when I'm alone and didn't have this kind of support or upliftment or someone who's there to encourage me. I had to do it myself. And I know what it feels like, being there alone, trying to do it on your own. And this video is to really motivate you guys and to let you know that you guys are an inspiration to me, and we're here doing this together as a journey. We're doing this together. And I know this one particular comment, it spoke a lot to what we're doing together on this platform. And I know it's a little challenging. And I know sometimes you feel like you're put in a position like you need to prove something to someone. And I'm just letting you know today, no. You don't have to prove anything to anyone at all. The only person you need to prove something to is yourself. And the more you continue to prove things to yourself, is the more you realize the only person that matters and the only person's opinion that matters most is yours. You are the person that's going to be responsible for the results of the things that you do. And I know you mentioned about your mom, not being here anymore. My condolences to you and your family. And I know you had a hard time with the support, the family support. And sometimes it's hard to really have your loved ones support you the way you would like to have their support. And sometimes it's really challenging because they don't often give you that support. And sometimes they might not even have it themselves either. Sometimes they need the support, and because they don't have it to give, and they're not brave enough to say that they don't have it, and they're not able to attend to you, in turn, they just, pardon me, they just don't show up for you. I'm a little bit under the weather, pardon me. But they just don't show up for you. And because of that, you feel disappointed. So now you're trained to be disappointed. So you start looking for disappointment in people. You start looking for people to show up with disappointment. And it's okay. Flying monkeys, you don't need to prove anything to them either. And flying monkeys are just people who carry information from one person to the other person, and they bring it back and forth. And they're out around other people slandering your name, slandering you, and speaking negatively about you, putting you down in public around other people. They're speaking down and speaking negatively about you. But in private, they'll praise you in private. They'll be your biggest supporters in private. These people are people you need to be careful of. Be very careful of people like this if they're in your life. or in your surroundings. So don't feel like you need to prove anything to anyone. And I know if your mom was still alive, you said it, that she wouldn't be there to support you. Maybe she didn't know how to. Maybe she never received that type of love that she would be able to give it to you. Maybe she didn't have it. And I'm not making excuses for other people. What I'm trying to help you to understand that this is your healing journey. And it might be hard to forgive, mom, stepdad, uncles, aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters, spouses. But if you are really serious about your healing process and your healing journey, forgive them. Forgive them. Release them. Let them go. Breathe in. And exhale. Let it out. It's okay. Not everyone is going to show up for you the way you're expecting them to. And that's a harsh truth that we're going to have to start dealing with and really face these truths, that not everyone is going to be there to support you. Not everyone is going to be there to help you through what you're going through. And the mental damage that has left behind, that's what's important. That's what we need to face. That's what we need to deal with. Because everything that happened before, we can go back in time and we can point the fingers on who did what and how did they do it and how it affected you. The reality is it did affect you. Accept it. Own it. It's hurtful. It's embarrassing. You can't believe it. I can't believe it that the people that were supposed to be there to support me or to support you were not there to support us the way we thought they were supposed to support us. And we're going to have to come to that reality that they're just not there to support us the way that we want them to support us. But we cannot continue down this path. We cannot continue looking over our shoulders, expecting other people to fill that void that's there for us. That emptiness that's inside, we're gonna have to fill it ourselves. We're gonna have to find ways and means to fuel this emptiness and this void that we have going on inside. A lot of times people can only give you what they have. And if they don't have love to give, if they don't have support to give, if they don't have respect to give, they're not going to give it to you. And you'll be upset for a long time. And you'll be wondering and waiting for someone to show up to give you what they don't have to give you. But if you found love, and if you found love in yourself, then you can give yourself love. You can give yourself comfort. Because a lot of times, what we're looking for is already within us. And I'm not sure if everyone reads the scriptures or read the Bible, and it's a lot of back and forth about it. I'm not here to debate that at all. But if you do find comfort in the scriptures, it will let you know in the scriptures that the Holy Spirit is within you. Some people call it energy, a vibe, a gut feeling, intuition. There's so many different interpretation of it. The Spirit of God. There's so many different interpretation. Bottom line is, whatever you're looking for on the outside of you, it's just external, and it will all wither away. It would all change. What you're looking for is already inside of you, but you got to tap into it. You got to unlock it. You got to get in and deal with it. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be dark. It's going to be scary, and I get it, but it's necessary. If you want to be able to get through this healing journey and get on the other side of where you are right now, because whatever you're dealing with, it's hard, it's strong, and it's painful. And I could feel the pain. You could feel the pain. We could all feel each other's pain because pain is real. We could hide it. We could fake it. We could do as much as we want to do. The reality is that it's there. And it's real. And having empathy allows us to feel each other's pain, or can empathize with what you're going through. We're able to do that, right? And as a way of doing that, we're really trying to be there to support each other. And it's hard. It's a challenge. It's just like it's easy. It sounds like it's easy words. And yeah, I could do that. I could write things down and I could do it. But sometimes not everyone is strong enough to get up and make the move. Sometimes not everyone is strong enough and to go out there and go challenge stuff and to take on challenges and to do things that are risky. Not everyone is able to do that. But look at you. You're here. These last few years has been a challenge for so many. But you're here. Why? Because you have a mission. You have a purpose. You have things to do. So you can't sit down and feel sorry for yourself. You got to get up. You got to get up. You got to start and you got to move. You got to make moves. If it matters to you to be a better you, then you got to get up. And you got to start getting up now. And you got to start changing your mindset. Because you want to see things differently. You want to see things in a better light, because that's what's going to get you to the other side. No longer are we going to sit down and feel sorry for ourselves. No longer are we going to sit down and keep blaming other people, because what we can do, we could hold people accountable for their actions, yes. But we don't have to continuously blame them. We don't. We could acknowledge that they've hurt us and what they did and how it affected you, but you're still responsible for healing yourself. Because think about it, someone who's no longer here cannot come back to tell you that they're sorry for hurting you. So, sorry, it's one of those things where we're going to have to learn how to be mindful of the things that are really affecting us. And it's caused us to deplete and to deteriorate internally. Wounds start to heal from the inside out. So whatever is going on the outside, it's just a reflection of things that are happening on the inside. So if we start to work on things and our feelings and our emotions from the inside out, it will help strengthen us and it will help us to be better individuals. And we're not doing this to impress anyone. We're not doing this for anyone. We're doing this because it matters to us. We're doing this because we were the ones that were broken and left to rot and to suffer through the torture and the pain and things that they have put us through. But we won't sit and continue to accept that type of treatment anymore. Enough is enough. And we've decided that we're moving on to healthier and better things for ourselves. So it starts with us. It starts with making a one small adjustment and one change. So all I'm asking for you to do is to look within yourself. Forgive you first. Forgive you first for not understanding who you are, for not accepting your worth, for not valuing you enough, and for not standing up for you. And you can add more onto this list, but it starts with you. Forgive you first. That's the first step of any forgiveness, is to forgive you. Once you've mastered forgiving yourself, for allowing yourself to go through this torture that you went through, it will be so much easier to forgive other people. And once you start forgiving them for the things that they've done to you, you realize that forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. I forgive people for me. For me, for my peace, for my sanity. Up here, it's not for other people. There's no room. There's no room up here for other people to take them on. No, they don't get to live here rent-free. Take back control of you. Put you back in the driver's seat. You determine where you want to go. what direction you're going to go, where this vehicle goes. You're the driver. Get out that passenger seat. Hop on over to the driver's side. Destination, you determine where you go from here. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. I am so looking forward to this Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays, right? We go live here on this channel where you get to engage with me in the chat, in the comment section, and we could talk about things. Our topic this Friday is going to be about the different types of narcissists. So it's going to be ranging from the malignant narc, the covert, the classic narc, the over. Listen, like I said, we're going to be talking about these people because these different type of narcissistic people show up. They show up at your job, in your relationship, in your family ship. They show up. They are everywhere because we're all mixed in. So it's going to be easier for you to be able to recognize these people, to be able to spot them, and to tell exactly who they are. Okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys this Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel, Healing Your Silence. I love the name, by the way, Healing Your Silence, because no longer are we going to be suffering in silence. So we're going to heal that has been silenced. And my goal is to empower you to becoming your greatest self. Have an amazing day. Be blessed. Go out safe in your journey to and forth your destination. I love you guys all, and thank you again for spending time with me. It's your girl Nessa. Be blessed, y'all. Have an amazing day.